Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead, 1943, is a novel that explores the triumph of individualism and personal vision in the face of societal pressures to conform. Set in the world of architecture, the protagonist, Howard Roark, is a young, modernist architect who embodies Rand's philosophy of individualism and objectivism. His uncompromising artistic vision and refusal to conform to traditionalist architectural norms set him apart from his peers and the establishment, but also lead to great personal and professional struggles. The central theme of The Fountainhead is the conflict between individual artistic expression and the pressures of societal conventions. Roark's design philosophy is one of complete personal integrity and innovation, rejecting historical architectural styles in favor of a new, modern approach that reflects individualism and functionality. His refusal to compromise his vision for the sake of popularity or tradition makes him an outsider in a world that values conformity. Roark's struggle reflects Rand's belief in the importance of individual creativity and independence. Throughout the novel, he encounters a series of characters who represent the various forces of conformity, such as Peter Keating, a traditionalist architect who is willing to sacrifice his principles to achieve success, and Ellsworth Toohey, a manipulative critic who seeks to control and undermine the creative minds he deems a threat to the status quo. The novel presents Roark as the embodiment of Rand's philosophy of objectivism, a philosophy based on the tenets of reason, self-interest, and personal achievement. According to Rand, individuals should not sacrifice their personal vision or values to fit into society's expectations. Roark's refusal to compromise his ideals, even when it costs him professional opportunities, positions him as the champion of personal integrity and creative freedom. Rand's writing style in The Fountainhead employs romantic realism, a genre that blends the dramatic, larger-than-life characterization typical of romance with a realistic portrayal of moral and intellectual conflict. Roark, as the protagonist, is portrayed as an idealized figure, a man of immense talent, vision, and conviction. While his character may appear almost superhuman, his internal struggles and challenges are grounded in realistic conflicts between personal values and external pressures. The novel's portrayal of Roark's journey is a celebration of the power of individual will and artistic vision. His building designs are depicted as symbolic of his philosophical beliefs, innovative, bold, and uncompromising. Roark's personal relationships, including his romance with Dominique Franken, reflect his disdain for mediocrity and his belief that true love, like true art, cannot be based on compromise. In contrast, the novel's antagonists, characters like Peter Keating and Ellsworth Toohey, are portrayed as individuals who sacrifice their integrity and values to achieve success in conventional terms. Keating, for instance, represents the ideal of success through social conformity, using flattery, manipulation, and self-sacrifice to advance his career, while Toohey embodies the corrupting influence of collectivism and the suppression of individual creativity for the sake of mass approval. The Fountainhead became a key text for the development of Rand's philosophical movement of Objectivism, which emphasizes rational self-interest, personal achievement, and the pursuit of one's own happiness as the highest moral purpose. The novel's portrayal of Howard Roark exemplifies the objectivist ideal of the self-made individual who is guided solely by his own reason and vision, rather than by the opinions or desires of others. Through Roark's character, Rand critiques the idea of altruism and the expectation that individuals should sacrifice their personal desires for the good of others. For Rand, the pursuit of individual happiness and success is not only morally justified, but essential to human flourishing. Roark's success comes not from his willingness to serve others, but from his determination to remain true to his own values and goals. The novel, particularly in its depiction of Roark's battles against conformity, presents the idea that society often stifles the creativity and progress that come from individual expression. Roark's triumphs, therefore, are not just personal victories but symbolic of the potential of the individual to shape the world in their own image, free from the constraints of collective values or traditions. Although The Fountainhead was initially polarizing, it went on to have a significant cultural impact. Rand's philosophical ideas, especially those expressed in the novel, resonated with a growing conservative, individualistic movement, particularly in post-World War II America. The novel's celebration of self-reliance, individualism, and anti-collectivism aligned with the political and economic climate of the time, making it a touchstone for right-wing, anti-communist thought. Rand's philosophy of objectivism, which she developed further in her later work Atlas Shrugged, 1957, gained a following among those who believed in the importance of personal freedom, capitalism, and limited government. While Rand's ideas continue to be controversial, The Fountainhead remains a significant work for its exploration of individual artistic vision and the moral and philosophical implications of self-interest. The Fountainhead is a powerful exploration of the tension between individual artistic expression and the forces of conformity. Through the character of Howard Roark, Rand champions the idea of uncompromising artistic and personal vision, portraying him as a heroic figure who remains true to his ideals despite the many obstacles he faces. The novel also serves as a rallying cry for Rand's philosophy of objectivism, advocating for rational self-interest, personal achievement, and freedom from societal pressures. Though the novel's ideas are often polarizing, its impact on both literature and political thought remains profound, making it an enduring work that continues to provoke discussion and debate.